him do that, or do you try to do something that might have meant he could have faced justice and spent 45 or preferably the rest of his natural life behind bars.
Within split seconds of each other, two officers fired shotgun taser rounds at Moat.
In their minds, this was it, and I think they did absolutely the right thing.
But the rounds didn't incapacitate Moat. Officers saw him rock back slightly and return the shotgun to his head. Then he pulled the trigger.
Wait, there is shots fired.
Come to us live, no.
There's just been one single sound of gunfire followed by the shouts of men saying, "Get that gun down, get that gun down, get that gun down."
So, on a damp summer's night in Northumbria, Raoul Moat's troubled and violent life came to an end. He was taken to hospital, but pronounced dead on arrival.
My preferred outcome would have been a successfully negotiated surrender, and Raoul Moat sitting in the cells on the Saturday morning for my team to interview him with a view to charging him and with a view to bringing him to justice and standing in the Crown Court to account for the death of Christopher Brown and the shootings of David Rathband and Samantha Stobbart.
For the family of Christopher Brown, Raoul Moat's suicide seemed the proper outcome.
He's dead. He shot himself. And I must admit, as bad as it sounds, because I'm not a violent person, I literally screamed hallelujah, thank God.
I think what happened was the best outcome for Raoul Moat. I don't think he deserves to even be breathing. He took my brother away from me, and he deserves to be dead.
But in a macabre twist, Raoul Moat's brutal snubbing of authority, in some people's eyes, moulded him into a hero. At Moat's funeral, among the mourners, was a woman who never knew him, but had travelled from the south of England with her 3 teenage sons just to pay her respects.
I absolutely love the man. I think he's great.
Don't worry about the message that sends to your sons, given the crimes that this man committed.
Not at all. No, not at all.
You think your sons should use Raoul as a role model?
Actually, yeah, I do.
To raise him as a legend is not the right way forward. He wasn't a legend, he was a disturbed man who was my brother and is now dead. And what happened was a tragedy. There were no winners in that, and I really didn't think it was a cause for celebration in any quarters.
For Northumbria police, the tough decisions they made were finally vindicated by an official inquiry.
He was a dangerous, callous, cowardly killer. Yes, it would have been nice to see him spend the rest of his natural life behind bars, but he is gone, and he did not have the opportunity to kill anybody else or harm any other members of the public or police officers, and that probably just draws a line under it for me. It's done, it's finished, and we move on.
But the family of Christopher Brown remain haunted by their loss.
I don't think we'll ever get justice for my brother. Moat's dead, the other 2 are in prison. It's never going to bring him back. Never. And that's the only just... Sorry.
I'm still expecting my son to phone me and tell me he's okay, even now. So life for me is just existing, basically. There's still that hole and that pain that you just can't get rid of.
Considered by many to be the greatest world title fight ever seen in Britain, Nigel Benn versus the American Gerald McClellan ended in such tragic circumstances it's never been broadcast since. 16 years later, ITV has unlocked its archive to allow the incredible story of that night to be told in full next Monday night, the fight of their lives. The Zoo is next though.